Now that we have seen, now that we have seen what what is equality of opportunity, what is conceptions of conception of equality according to liberals, according to Marxist, and according to social liberals. We have to we have to understand the difference between equality of opportunity and equality of outcome as well, right? What is equality of opportunity and what is equality of outcome? What do you think is the difference, right? What do you think is the difference? Difference and detail lies in the words opportunity and outcome. What is opportunity and what is outcome? Opportunity is basically saying that irrespective of your background, irrespective of anything, you will be given a fair chance to access something, right? You will be given a fair chance to access something, right? I will write the whole thing. Irrespective of your socio-economic abstractions, your history, your geography, your anything, you will be given fair access to an opportunity. Irrespective of your social background, irrespective of your history, geography, anything else, you will be given equal access. This is like a level playing field. This is a level playing field. Everyone is fighting and running the same race. Starting point and ending point is equal for everyone. It is equal. Playing field is equal for everyone. Starting point and ending point is equal as well. Right? And it is procedural in the sense that I will follow a particular process. I will follow a particular process and hope that it will lead to just outcome. Follow a particular process to get to a point of just outcome. Follow a particular process so that you get to a point of just outcome, right? That is the idea of equality of opportunity. Procedure is same for everyone, right? Procedure is same for everyone. You apply to UPSC, you give UPSC exam, and you will, starting point and ending point is same for you. If there is no reservation, starting point and ending point is same for you. And without reservation, what is the outcome, right? What is the outcome? It does not take into account your your socioeconomic background. They follow a particular process, right? This is basically can be visualized in the sense that this can be basically visualized in the sense that, let's say, CSE exam, civil services exam, without reservation. So playing field is equal for everyone without your, without taking into account your economic background, without taking into account your caste, class, religion, anything. You are, as an individual, is fighting in a race. Starting point and ending point is same for everyone. You are going through same procedure. If you are going through same procedure, that situation is equality of opportunity. You just have opportunity to write exam. Outcome is not in your hand. Right? Another example will be another example will be giving civil political rights to women. Rights to women. Very particularly, I will examine right of universal adult franchise, right to vote. Universal adult franchise, right to vote. Everyone has right to vote, and everyone has right to fight in an election. Everyone has right to appear in election, right to fight in an election. Women also have right to fight in an election. That is their right, and this is a procedural right. Without gender, without taking your gender into account, you can fight in an election, right? You can fight in an election, and if you get selected or do not get selected, that is with respect to with respect to the the capability you have to win an election, right? You will suppose that I am a female who nominated in an election. In this election, other males, other females, other males, 90% of males are there, 10% of females are in this pool of candidates. Some male won, right? This is a level playing field, that everyone in this pool of candidates is standing on the same level. They have equal probability of winning this election. Now their capability will decide if they win or election or not. So basically, equality of opportunity talks about three primary things: that it does not take into account your socio-economic abstractions. Socio-economic abstractions mean caste, religion, caste, class, religion, caste, gender, anything. Irrespective of your socio-economic abstraction, there will be an equal opportunity. There will be a fair opportunity. There is a level playing field. Race starts from and ends on the same point for everyone. This is a procedural kind of equality. Why? Because if you follow a particular process, and if you follow a particular process, it is expected that outcome will be just. I gave you example of civil services or any government exam or any JEE, NEET, anything without reservation, right? Anything without reservation. When there is no reservation, when there is no reservation, everyone is starting and ending on a same point. Level playing field is equal for everyone, but it does not take into account your caste, class, your economic background, anything. Another example we saw was civil political rights, whereby everyone has right to fight in an election. And in such an election, by giving civil political rights, it is expected that it will lead to equal representation, right? Equal representation. What equality of opportunity basically is saying, that equal rights will lead to equal representation. What it basically means that India has India has 80% Hindus, 76% Hindus, 76, 78% Hindus, 15 to 18% Muslims, right? There are Buddhist, Sikhs, and all those. Then there is SC, ST within Hindu, right? So equal rights will lead to equal representation of 78% Hindus and 15% Muslims. This is what is expected, that just a process of equal rights will lead to equal representation, but it is not true. you will find nearly 90%, 95% of the MPs are Hindu. They're either, by Hindu I mean Hindu, Sikh, Buddhist. Muslims are less than 5%. Even though even though they are 15, around 15%, their representation is less than 5%. Right? Equal rights, equal playing field does not lead to equal representation. To solve this, that equal rights does not lead to equal representation, there is other conception, that is equality of outcome. Equality of outcome focuses on outcome than procedure. Than procedure. Equality of outcome focuses on outcome than procedure. Right? This is basically the idea of affirmative action, that you are doing something to get historically marginalized in the mainstream. Right? You are empowering historically marginalized. Affirmative action basically means providing substantial benefits and guaranteed outcome for marginalized. Right? This playing field is not equal. Playing field not equal. Race will start from different point but end is equal. Race will start from different point. Right? I will give you example of reservation in India. General will have most cutoff. So their race is starting way before. OBCs have just lesser cutoff than um, just lesser cutoff than general. So their race is starting just after OBCs. Then there are SCs. Then there is STs. Then there are PWDs. They also have affirmative action. They also have a playing field to play on. This is basically idea of equality of outcome. Your outcome is decided, right? That is the basic idea of reservation. That is basic idea of reservation. Your outcome is decided, that in a year 15% people will be from 15% people will be from SCs, 7% will be from STs, there will be some from OBCs, some from general, some from EWS. All will have different cutoffs and they will have a particular outcome allocated to them. They will have particular number of seats allocated to them and them only. So playing field is not equal. Starting line is not equal for anyone. Right? Everyone is fighting and running a different race. So this kind of equality focuses not on procedure but on outcome. As I was explaining that in a democracy, if you give equal rights to everyone, equal rights to uh, fight an election, to appear in an election, that does not translate to equal outcome for everyone. Right? Then I gave you example of Muslims. Even though having 15% population in India, their representation is less than 5% in parliament. Right? How do you solve this? How do you solve this? You solve this by equal rights of outcome or equality of outcome. Right? Recently, you see 33% of the seats have been reserved for women in Lok Sabha and in state assemblies, 33% of the seat have been reserved for women. One third seats have been reserved. So what does this ensures that 33% of the outcome is already decided. That in 33% seats, women are going to be elected irrespective of anything. So outcome is very much decided that women are going to be elected in these 33% seats. What this means that earlier it was situation like this. 50% of the 49%, around 49% of the Indian population is of women. Their representation hovered around 14 to 12 to 14%. Now 49% population have guaranteed outcome of 33% seat in parliament. So their voices will be heard, and 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 they have better representation. They have guaranteed outcome in elections. That is outcome based equality. That outcome of a procedure is already decided, that 33% will be women irrespective of anything. That is the idea, and that is the differentiation between equality of opportunity and equality of outcome. Right? This is the idea. I hope you understood equality of opportunity and equality of outcome. We'll start with we'll start with what is equality of welfare? What kind of equality should be there? Equality should be of what? Of welfare, of equality, or of resources. We are going to see, or of capability. We are going to see from next lecture, whereby we understand first what is equality of welfare. We'll try to understand before that equality of communitarians, idea of complex equality, and then we'll shift to equality of resources and equality of capabilities. Thank you so much. Bye bye.